right. Well, if you're got some time on your hands, December 1st, you might want to swing by Adrenaline, the premier powerlifting club here in the city of Regina, to check out some really strong gentlemen and I'm assuming ladies.
Yep, gentlemen and ladies.
They got it all. It'll be the South Saskatchewan Push-Pull, hosted by South Saskatchewan Powerlifters. Here to talk about that, one of the organizers, because you're not going to be competing this year, at least not in the pull part of it anyway, Lee Powell. And I guess, Lee, we should mention, you're coming off a pretty severe injury. What happened to you? That was at the World Championships?
I was over in Hungary in September for the World Championships, and arm-ups were feeling pretty good. Got out there for my first squat and kind of got down in the hole and didn't come back up from it. So ended up, I tore my quad. The one muscle there had retracted 10 centimeters by the time we went to put it back together, and some other damage to the ligaments and tendon in there. So I guess 3 weeks out of surgery right now and go from there. Hopefully I'll be walking in a month or so.
I was going to say, when can you even start again to...
They said it'd be about a month and I can start trying to bend it again and then go from there, but just started putting weight back on her, so she's going to be a slow process.
No doubt. So tell us what's happening on the first.
On the first, it's be our, I guess, second annual. We had a full meet last year, but push-pull, so just a bench press deadlift contest. It's just going to be kind of a smaller one. We got guys from Alberta, Saskatchewan mainly, a couple of Manitoba guys are coming by. And yeah, have some fun. I think we're going to have our Christmas party afterwards, so it should be, if you're into powerlifting, be a good time to come meet the crew, check it out, and see if it's for you.
Yeah, I guess that's the other aspect. If you're kind of curious about what it's all about, then obviously, yes, there's a potential for injury, but it's a potential for injury riding your bike. Will there be opportunities to maybe not try it, but to talk to some of the competitors and find out what it's all about?
No, it should be a little shorter day. We had nationals here in the spring, and that was a little bigger meet, a little more hectic than this one. So it should be a little more laid back. Be a chance to meet the guys. If you got questions, come out and ask. If you just want to watch, come out, drink beers with us, or whatever. We got time for you. Yeah.
Nice. Now, you sort of said that they're coming from out of province, in province. How many athletes altogether are you going to have?
I think we're looking at about 40 lifters right now. Some guys are just benching, some guys are just deadlifting. But I think we should have probably about 35, 40 benchers and somewhere around 20 deadlifters is last. I've kind of been out of the loop with the organizing. I had surgery a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, you've been a little busy. Yeah, we'll give you that. For those that don't know, where's Adrenaline?
It's 1301 Olsler Street, right kind of off of Broad between 7th and 8th Avenue. So I think doors will probably open 9, 10 in the morning, and lifting should start. I think 10:30 is going to be the plan, but we'll see. Finalize that as we get closer.
Anybody, and I guess you never know until they show up, but is there anybody there you anticipate might take a run at a Canadian record?
Probably quite a few Canadian records are going to fall. We got a couple guys in our gym, went to Edmonton a couple weeks ago and didn't have the best of showing, so they're looking to make amends for that one. And yeah, we got some of the Calgary guys, a couple of girls from Red Deer kind of back at her, so it should be a good show.
Now, when you train, you lift, and you obviously go for personal bests every once in a while as part of your training. How much does that change when it's a competition? Like, what's the added pressure? Because, as you mentioned, some guys don't have their best lift in competition. What happens?
Well, it's easy to hit a personal best in the gym when you're feeling good and you sleep in your own bed and everything's right. And contest, you got to be there when it's time to compete, and so it's a completely different thing, and it's something you learn with experience. Just kind of the more you do it, the more you realize what you need to do to get ready and kind of the nerves. I don't know if they ever really settle down, but you get more used to them. So.
What got you interested in this, and what's sort of the most attractive aspect of this for you?
For me, I'd always played like hockey and baseball and stuff growing up, and then once I graduated university, I was working on the road out in Alberta there, and still going to the gym, still training. There's a couple powerlifters there, kind of said, hey, why don't you give it a shot? And did my first meet in Calgary, and I don't think that meet was done, and I was trying to find out when the next one was. Just fell in love with it, and it's like I'm working on the road. I'm away from when I am working, I guess. I'm away from home, so it's something I can keep training, whereas team sports, pretty much you're done once life takes over.
What is it about it that you love the most?
It's the atmosphere and just the people. It's, you fit in so well. You go in these world championships, we're seeing the same guys year after year. It's like one big family. Everybody's real supportive and kind of same like-minded people.
So what do you tell people who are young that are maybe looking at getting into this? How do you sort of give them that recruiting push to get in?
Come try it out. Go through the paces, get ready, try your first meet out, and it's kind of one of those things. You're either going to love it or hate it, and it's not going to be the same after that. I got some people did their first meet in the spring, I guess, when we had that one here, and texted me the other day, said, this is all I'm thinking about now. This has turned it, so.
You guys are also, I'm assuming, excited at Adrenaline. You're going to be hosting the Worlds in 2020. When did that announcement get made, and what are the preparations going to be?
We put a bid in over in Hungary when I got hurt for our, it was us and Argentina were the two nations bidding for it, and we did our presentation, and we got the votes, so it'll be in October, I believe, first week of October. Should be an 8-day competition. It's going to be here in Regina, and we'll also have the Nationals back in Regina that spring, so lots of big things coming up for powerlifting in the city here.
With it being the Worlds, do you do it at Adrenaline, or do you find a bigger venue?
No, it's at the Doubletree Convention Center. We signed a contract with them today, I guess. So we got the hotel's pretty much ours for the week. So it'll be a lot of big guys, a lot of food getting eaten
Just
there.
don't throw any barbells off the balconies. Just don't.
Try not to, yeah.
A couple of those Lithuanians. It'd be good. Does an event like that get televised? Is that the next step for powerlifting?
It's always live stream is kind of the way we've been doing it, but try to talk to some of the local stations. Maybe somebody here can help us out if they'd like to. But yeah, it's long 8-day event, so it's a lot of, I don't know if you can broadcast everything every day, but for sure.
Well, the way we see producer Graham Condo powerlift those cameras, I'm sure he'd be all over that.
Absolutely, he
Exactly.
would. With a chest like that.
Oh.
Let me tell you. What characteristics do the best lifters share? Obviously, they're strong, but other than that,
I think it's more of a mental thing. You gotta love what you're doing. You gotta be tough enough to put up with it every day. It's if you go through the work, put your time in, you're gonna get strong. But you gotta love what you're doing. You gotta want to get better and compete. It's more the mentality, kind of a mental aspect, is what we're looking for in guys.
There is that commitment there, obviously, but you obviously need to be in the gym. But what are you looking for? Like an hour a day, every day, 2 hours a day, 4 times a week? What are you looking at?
We're in the gym probably average 4 times a week is kind of ideally, and it's try to keep the workouts around an hour and a half. Depends. You get there and you start talking for a little while.
Right.
But yeah, usually about 4 hours of training a week should be plenty. So.
Now, what are the main events in powerlifting? You mentioned 2 of them, obviously.
Yeah, for powerlifting, it's squat, bench press, and deadlift. And so you get 3 attempts at each of them. Take your best lift for each, add them up. That's your total. Biggest total is the winner. And so just this meet in December, there's no squats. It's just a bench press and a deadlift meet. So it'll be a little simpler. So.
2-part question. How many times have you been injured, and how come that hasn't scared you off?
More than I can count, I guess. It's had the arm put back together 2 years ago, and then it went on me again the year after, and now the knee. So those are the 3 biggest ones. But you're always banged up, That's kind of the joke, is if I woke up and something didn't hurt, I think I was dead. So, I don't know. It's put too much time and effort into it to give it up now, I guess. I don't really have anything else. So it's just kind of keep plugging away at it till the wheels completely fall off, I guess.
Awesome. So the website, obviously, we flash that. Folks can get info on the event and also find out a bit more about the club as well.
For sure.
Perfect. Thanks so much for doing this, and we'll talk to you again.
You bet. Thank you very much, guys.
Lee.
Hey, there you go, folks. Stick around. More to come.